back, everybody. Spyder's not feeling too good. All right. We just had a ton of rain, and this thing is missing something bad. I was hoping I could drive it and it would kick a light. That way I can pull the code to find out what cylinder is down. I'm assuming we got a coil or something like that dropped. So I'm just kind of buzzing around the block here really quick. Number one, to get a little heat into it to see if we can burn the moisture away. If we burn the moisture away and it starts running better, that's going to tell me it's probably like a coil or a coil boot that's going bad. See, she's running better now. She's still kind of dropping it here and there. Got a whole bunch of nice bikes. So we're just gonna be nice and easy. But yeah, she see, she's still not running good. This is my neighborhood where they're doing the curbs and the streets, but we've had 5 days of rain and they've just kind of like stopped. So I can't wait until they finish. That way I can determine how I'm gonna get the Spyder in and out of the yard. So I'm not going to, man, I wanted to go for a ride. I did not want to go for a ride in the neighborhood, but you know. Oh yeah. She's sounding good. I'm gonna say I got a coil that's ignition coil that's dropping on me. Oh, we got a big bump. Oh, boom. So this is the newer part of the neighborhood, but it's still old. So this is World War II era when soldiers were coming home and they needed homes. So, you know, all these small little homes were built. Oh yeah, she's doing good. She's doing good. So I'm gonna have to price out. I'm not even gonna mess with it, to be honest with you. And why are people doing that with their grass? And that's a Spyder family, I do believe. I think they have a couple Spyders. They are out and about. So, like I said, I'm not even going to mess with just putting plugs in this thing. If I'm getting into it, if I'm pulling all the plastics off of it, unless these coils are $500 a pop, it's going to be spark plugs and coils all the way around. See? She's still missing a little bit. And I don't know if the mic's going to pick that up. And then we got my house where I had to take some of the fence down to get in and out, and I got to finish mowing. I got a lot to do today. Lot to do. Don't look at the grass. Hit it a little higher RPM. Keep the speed down a little bit. And I'm gonna get some. Gas, listen to some music, and I'm gonna take it out for a ride. You know, that's all you can do is put some heat in it. It's gonna also help me diagnose this thing too. I don't think there's fuel in the water. It would still be running bad, but we'll put some. It's funny. All the years I've worked, they were like, "Oh, it's not running good. Just put some high test in that thing." So we're gonna call this blog, "Put some high test in her." Yeah, she's running good. She's running good. I mean, we're not even at 72,000 miles yet. This thing's like brand new. Welcome back, everybody. May 23rd. I don't believe that May's almost over with, and man, I'll tell you, this spring has not been a spring. I hope everybody's safe from, especially here in the States along the East Coast, North Carolina, South Carolina, part of Tennessee, I would say, Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan. Just days and days of relentless rain. It just nuts. The only issue we had at the house was they're doing construction on our street, so we can't park on the street in front of the house. So don't care. He probably didn't see me crossing, but man, you still speed up a little bit there. Be like, oh, somebody's coming. So I've been parking in the front yard, and my wife parks in the side yard, and she went to pull her van out the other day, and let's just say she got a little bit of slideways, threw mud all over the house, all over her van, and dug a big old trench in the yard. So, but if that's the worst of it, then that's the worst of it. It's all good. Started the Spyder up today. It was not happy at all. It was definitely down a cylinder. So all I did was, I had, I don't know, probably about $3,000. Once I knew the oil pressure was up, had about $3,000, just getting some heat in the motor. Took it around the block super slow. Got it down just a couple houses from the house, and it popped through the exhaust. So she was definitely dumping some raw fuel. 72,000 miles on it. Do I have ignition coils starting to go bad? I think that's what it is, because once it came up to temperature, not an issue. And like I said, it's been 5 days of rain. I don't know how many inches of rain we got. 5, 6, 7, whatever. Nuts, just nuts. So what I'll do tomorrow, while it's still cold and there's going to be a lot of moisture still in the air from all the rain, I'll jump out and start this thing up and see what she does. And like I said, more than likely it's just a coil, a lot of moisture. So I'll call our local Can-Am dealer and price out 3 spark plugs and 3 coils. Please see me. Now I know in a car, when you have a coil over plug, you got your ignition coil, you got a rubber boot, and then you got your spark plug, so you don't have spark plug wires on today's cars. But if that boot deteriorates, it can act like a bad spark plug wire, and you can get a miss. So I don't know if I can just buy the boots, or if it would even be worth it. I just got to see how much these coils are going to be, and then I'll jump online and I'll go from there. I want this thing to be reliable, or as reliable as it can be. And as it's reliable, I'm going to ride it as much as I can, wherever I can. And then once I don't feel that it's reliable as I want it to be, and then that's when I'm going to look at getting a new Spyder. But the issue is, I like the F3. My riding style has changed, and it's probably going to change again in the next year or two. But I'm doing more of like weekend warrior rides. I'm still getting out and getting to other states, but if I'm just out on the weekends for a couple hours here and there, this style of Spyder will do me fine. Now, if I'm going to be doing more 2-up riding and hitting the whole east part of the United States, then I need to start looking at something that has a little bit more storage to it. Not only storage, but then something that's more comfortable on the long haul. But the problem there is, once you jump into the big RTs, they're not as quick, and they definitely don't handle as good, nor do they sound as good as this thing. She's running good. For being down a cylinder a half hour ago, And by no means am I going to come out here and just thrash on this thing. You know, I'm going to try to keep her under $5,000 and, you know, just have fun. This is a good road that you can do some low speed, fast turns. And I got my new EBC brake pads on this thing. Ooh, a little hard on the clutch there. Dig it. I dig the F3. Got me some Harley trikes. They're backwards. Those trikes are backwards. So thumbs up if you like the video. It looks like I'm going to be riding behind some tricycles. Stay safe, everybody. I'll see you down the road.